Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. These are the 24 books I want to read in 2024. Fingers crossed for me that I actually read them. So I'm actually just going to start this video off with the big three. Okay, these books are very important. These three right here. For those of you that do not know, I got into reading very late in life. I started reading in my early 20s, and so that means that I am going through and reading all of the books that readers when they were younger read. So I'm talking Twilight, Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Divergent, Maze Runner, Shadowhunters. So for this year in 2024, the three big series that I am going to read is Harry Potter, Twilight, and Hunger Games. Now, for those of you that can see, I have already started Hunger Games. I just know that I'm not going to finish it in 2023, but I am loving it. I'm 100 pages in, and I would like to preface this by saying the Hunger Games series movie is my favorite movie of all time. That entire franchise I watch at least 3 to 4 times a year. Every Christmas time I watch the Hunger Games and Divergent, so that's why I picked up the Hunger Games now, because it just feels like very nostalgic in a different kind of way, and I'm pleasantly surprised by how different it is. I am liking the books. There is some moments so far, I'm only 100 pages in, that I think the movie did better than the book. Don't come for me, don't kill me. That is just my feeling so far. So we've got Hunger Games, and then again Twilight. That is a classic. I love Twilight movies, absolutely love them, gobbled them up. So excited to read Twilight, because I've also bought Crave, her new series, but I'm not going to read it until I read Twilight. And like, the apple is just iconic. Then we have Harry Potter, which, please don't hate me, I have not seen the Harry Potter series, the movies. I've only ever seen the very first movie like a bazillion times, because every time I was like, I'm gonna finally watch the Harry Potter movies. Then I would never finish it. I don't even know how the first movie finishes. And then a little bit of like the 7th or the 6th movie, because when I was younger I went with friends. So I'm really going into this blind. I am very self-aware. This was like written for like middle schoolers and YA, but it progresses as the books go on, which I'm very excited about. And I very easily can slip into middle school or YA mindset to read books, so I know that that's not going to hinder my experience, but I'm very excited. And I may or may not be doing a reading vlog for the entire Harry Potter series. So if you're excited and looking forward to that, make sure that you subscribe. They were the most important. Those three were the most important because they were the classics, and the classics are always the best. So 5 of the fantasy books that I want to read in 2024 are actually continuations of series, and for those of you that have watched my YouTube videos before, I might sound like a broken record, so I'm not going to go into huge depth. If you haven't seen my videos before, definitely just go check out my monthly reading wrap up. I put so much of my thoughts and opinions into that videos, and I just realized that my dog is snoring, so if you hear that, just ignore that. The biggest one, we're gonna get the elephant out of the room, okay? House of Sky and Breath. I'm currently halfway through Crescent City. I know I'm not gonna finish her in 2023. Wait, yes I am. I take that back. I'm halfway through Crescent City, and I'm actually driving to Brisbane this week, and that is a 12-hour car ride, so I'm going to be listening to it on audiobook, and I'm going to finish it in the car ride. So then I will be done with Crescent City, the first book, in 2023, and then driving back home, I'm going to listen to House of Sky and Breath. Technically, that will be in the end of 2023, but I know that I'm not going to finish this in the car ride, and that I'll finish it in 2024, so it's going into this video. And with this comes along the 3rd book of CC, House of Flame and Shadow, which I'm so freaking excited for. I have to be honest, going on with this series purely for the hope and desire that Aylin is going to be in CC3. Fingers crossed that she is. So I have not finished CC1, so please no spoilers. We are a spoiler-free video. But in 2024, I'm going to be reading House of Sky and Breath and House of Flame and Shadow, and I'm so excited. Next up, I should have read this year in 2023, but I love this trilogy so much that I just purely don't want the series to end. That is A Curse for True Love, which I'm very scared, because now that I haven't read it when it was first released, I've seen certain opinions. Apparently Apollo gets a lot more than Jax. I'm not excited about that. That should not be the case, but anyways, in 2024 I'm going to make up my own mind and read Curse for True Love. I hope that it ends the way that I want it to, and I hope that Jackson and Evelyn endgame. It would be nice to like finish the trilogy though, because a goal of mine in 2024 is to finish this series that I've started, because I'm in the middle of so many series. It is actually ridiculous. Then next up we have Frostbite, which is the second book in the Vampire Academy series. This also goes into the classics. I should have spoken about her at the beginning, but I feel like Twilight, Hunger Games and Harry Potter are the true like pillars of classics, but we do have Vampire Academy. Loved the first book so much. I cannot wait to see where this series goes. I also kind of felt the romance brewing in the first book, so I'm hoping that we get more of that. I'm so excited. I'm just excited to see where the series will go, because I know it has 6 books and there's a lot of potential at the moment at the beginning, just to see what direction it will go into. And speaking of where a series will go to, we've got Raelia, the second book in the Akane series. I devoured Akane. Absolutely devoured it. Lynette Noni, we'll jump into her in a moment, but she is on high up on my TBR list. I loved Akane so much. It is a YA fantasy. Again, similar to Vampire Academies, I actually felt a romance brewing, but mainly this was just fantasy, and I love this so much. It gives Harry Potter vibes because it's magic school, and Narnia vibes because she quite literally falls into the world. But it's so unique. When I was reading it, I kept thinking, oh my god, how did she come up with these concepts? Because they are that amazing and that original. Chef's kiss. I'm so excited to read this book. Quickly jumping away from series that I'm in the middle of that I'm going to be continuing on in 2024, because I want to speak about Lynette Noni. In 2024, I hope to continue with Lynette Noni's works and read Whisper and The Prison Healer. The Prison Healer is Lynette Noni's trilogy that truly has like hit the shelves. It is really popular on Book Talk and social media and in bookstores, but I'm actually most excited for Whisper because let me give you a quick story. This is Akane. It had been probably about 2 years since I had gone into a bookstore, saw a book that I had no clue about, had never heard before, had never seen any reviews, read the back and went, oh my god, I need it. That happened with Akane, and I was drawn to Akane so much. So glad that I finally read it. And it's one of those things that like you didn't notice it, and then once I noticed Akane, I was like, oh my god. Then it happened again for the second time, and this has only happened 2 times. So after this, it never happened again. I went into the bookstore, I saw Whisper, and I was like, oh my god, what's that about? Read the back, got absolutely hooked immediately. I was like, I have to have it. Got home, checked the author's name. Sure enough, it was Lynette Noni. So I'm not quite sure what it is about Lynette Noni's work and covers and book. I'm not sure if it's like intuition based, but I get drawn to her work a lot. And so far, Akane was 5 stars for me. I just have that feeling that Lynette Noni's, at least Whisper, is going to be 5 stars for me. I just have a feeling that Lynette Noni is going to become one of my favorite authors, and I'm so here for it. Now, the last series I'm in the middle of that I will be continuing on in 2024 that I'm very excited for, that is high up on my TBR because I'm in the middle of a lot of series, but these are the ones that I'm like, I'm finishing this series this year, and that is Erebrogen Fate. The second book is coming out very early in 2024, and how do I know that? That's actually because I wrote her, and I'm so excited and so proud to say that the second book is coming in early 2024, and in fact, there will actually be publishing news on around the 7th or the 8th of January. So that is like a sneak peek that no one knows. So you are the first to hear it. That is when the publishing news will come out, and I'm so excited. When the publishing news comes out as well, you will also be able to pre-order it. At least fingers crossed you should be able to pre-order it. So I'm very excited. Erebrogen Fate is a book that has dragons, griffins, fae, mermaids, witches, enemies to lovers, elemental magic, who did this to you, found family. It is truly everything you want and need in a romantasy. If you're getting into fantasy, it is a perfect book. If you are a romantasy lover, it is also amazing. It follows Delilah, who is the heir to the throne, who runs away from her kingdom because the king is a sadistic, cruel bastard, and we absolutely hate him with every molecule in our being. And she runs to the Fae to ask for help, only to find out that the Fae need her help more, and she needs to save not only the entire Fae race, but magic itself. Please go check her out. She's on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. And the second book is coming very very soon, so make sure that you go and read the first so that you can read the second. And then the last fantasy book that is in this video and on this list is Divine Rival. I'm excited, but I'm just so scared to pick it up because it's so hyped at this point. When it comes to books that are hyped on social media, if you don't read it and jump on the train in that immediate months of when it's hyped, it is daunting to go into the book after it, because it's so hyped that you know that you're going to be disappointed regardless, or in the rare case you're going to be very happy and very pleased. But that's why I've just been putting off so long. But my expectations are very low, so I dare say I will like this book, and I want to read it before the second one comes out, which, now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure the second comes out like this month in December. But anyways, she's on the list for 2024. This one is very high up on the TBR list because I think I'm actually going to finish this at the end of December, early January. I've already actually started her, and that is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. For those of you that don't know Better Than the Movies, I read this year and it was a 6-star read for me, and it's my all-time favorite romance book, so I'm so excited to go into Betting on You. I did start her, but Hunger Games was actually calling my name. I'm a mood reader, so I just quickly put her down before I got too deep, and then picked up Hunger Games, because when you're a mood reader, you really have to listen to your mood, because I know already, because I read 65 pages. This is probably going to be 4 or 5 stars. I was loving it, but because my mind was like, no, I really feel like Hunger Games, I wouldn't have loved it as much, because I would have been like, let's quickly finish this so I can read Hunger Games. That's why she got pushed off. But I'm so excited to keep reading this, because what I have read so far, I am loving. Then we've got Christina Lauren, The Soulmate Equation. I have to be completely honest, I'm going into this very blind. It's been on my TBR for a really long time, but I keep seeing really great reviews, so it just keeps getting bumped up. I'm going in blind, and I love that I'm going in blind. Another 2 books that I'm going in completely blind, so we're just going to rapid fire because I have nothing to say about these. We have The 7-Year Slip and Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I recently read Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood, and it was so amazing that she's now an automatic buy author of mine. And then The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Everyone and their mother is talking about this, so I had to jump on the bandwagon, but I am still going in blind despite the high reviews. I have no clue what it's about, just know that everyone loves it. And one that I am very excited for, the Mindfuck series. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. This is a dark romance, and she's big, but it's 5 books in one, at least in the print version. I'm so excited. This is about a detective who is hunting down a serial killer, but little does he know that he's dating the said serial killer. That is all I know. I heard that, instant purchase. Click, add to cart, take my card, love it. Cannot wait to read it. Now, one that I know I'm going to be putting off probably until the end of 2024 is Keeping 13. I loved Binding 13, but it is a very heavy book, very triggering for me as well, and it took me a while to get through Binding 13 purely because of how heavy the book is. So I know I really want to continue on with the series, but this is one that I just have to take at a snail's pace just because it is triggering. We have An Honest Lie by Taryn Fisher. I know nothing except her past is a wound, but it's also a weapon. I'm going to kill her, you'd better come if you want to save her. Lorraine lives at the top of Tiger Mountain. Remote and moody in pine trees and fog, it's a sanctuary, a new life. She can hide from the disturbing past she wants to forget, if she's allowed to. When Rainey reluctantly agrees to a girls' weekend in Vegas, she's prepared for an exhausting parade of shots and slot machines, but after a wild night, her friend Braith doesn't come back to the hotel room. These are very interesting names, very unique. And then Rainey gets the text message sent from Braith's phone. Someone has her, but Rainey is who they really want, and Rainey knows why. What follows is a twisted, shocking journey on the knife edge of life and death. If Rainey wants to save Braith and herself, the only way is to step back into the past. That hooked me. That truly hooked me. Then we have The Coworker by Frida McFadden. I love Frida McFadden. Her books are fast paced, they're quick, they hook you in very quickly and very fast, to the point that I just cannot put down her books. I always finish them within a day or 2 because they're so fast paced and you truly just want to find out what happens at the end. And then all of her endings are shocking, twisting, gut-wrenching, mind-blowing, except for one I did not like. It was The Inmate. I just didn't like it. So I know nothing about The Coworker. I'm at the point where I just buy Frida McFadden's books and don't read the back and just go in completely blind. I don't know if you're picking up on a theme here, but I like going into books blind. Another one that I'm going into blind, 5 Survived by Holly Jackson, but I'm a very big fan of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Loved that series so much, so instantly purchased this when I saw that it was on Amazon. Another Frida McFadden book, The Perfect Son. Again, completely blind, but I'm so excited because I just love Frida McFadden. Then we have Karen Slaughter, Pretty Girl. I love Karen Slaughter so much. Fun fact. Pieces of Her, which is a TV show on Netflix, was originally Karen Slaughter's book that got made into a TV show. I'm actually one of the background extras, so you can see my head bobbing in the TV show, and I freaking love Pieces of Her. I was so excited when I saw that I got booked. That's besides the fact though, but apparently Pretty Girls is like a grisly, gruesome thriller book, and I love that, and that is all I know. Now, these are the 2 thriller books that I'm the most excited for in 2024. These are the most hyped in my head, so please dot your I's and cross your T's that my hopes do not get let down and that I'm not disappointed by these books, because I'm so freaking excited to read them. First, we have A Flicker in the Dark. I cannot tell you why. It's a very similar situation to the Lynette Noni books. I know nothing, yet deep within my gut, I know I'm going to be absolutely in love and obsessed with this book. Like, I truly can't tell you a single thing about this book. This one is very, 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 very highly anticipated, and I cannot wait to read it. And the most anticipated one, if you know me, you know that I am a sucker for Riley Sager. He is one of my favorite authors of all time right now, and that happened in 2023. I'm so I love it. But we have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I've been seeing immaculate reviews on this book. Again, going in completely blind, but the reviews, the stars, the high ratings, oh my god, it has my hopes up very, very high. I'm so excited. I keep putting it off because I don't want it to end. I've only got, I believe, 3 Riley Sager books left, and I just I don't want his work to end, but I'm so excited. Like, cannot describe to you how excited I am. I hope that my energy tells you though. And that is it. Those are my top reads that I hope to read in 2024. They are so high up on my TBR list. All other books are completely forgotten, but let's hope, fingers crossed, that I get through them all. And if you want to see if I do, definitely keep an eye out for my monthly wrap-up videos, and I hope to see you guys then, and I hope that you like this video. Thank you, bye!